Okay, now I'm going to tell you my experience with cancer. It started in 2010, about 2010. I was 44 years old. And I went for my first breast exam. When they tell you when you're about 40 years old, you should start going to get breast exams. So I went for my first breast exam. Everything was fine. 1 year later, I got a letter from my doctor that was telling me it's time for my next breast exam. So I put in my schedule to get my breast exam, just get it over with. The next day, I got a call from my doctor's office. Told me something suspicious showed up in the breast exam. That I should come back for more in-depth analysis of my breast exam. So I told my husband, and he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. I don't think anything serious is wrong. Don't worry about it." My husband decided to come with me for my next exam to the hospital the next day for more in-depth breast exam. They got an ultrasound of my breasts, and radiologist read my exam, my test, and give back to me my results right there. 15 minutes later, we went into the office, and there were 3 people sitting there. I knew something was wrong right at that minute, that there were 3 people sitting there. Social worker, radiologist, those were the people sitting there. They said something was suspicious. They offered a biopsy, schedule a biopsy for my exam. My husband came with me, never left my side. So we walked into the room for the biopsy. I'd never had one before, so I didn't know what to expect. The table was clear and see-through, and it had 2 holes. I would lay down on my stomach with my boobs just hanging down. And they would go in and pull out tissue and to send it to the lab for the test. So I'm laying on the table and I'm crying. So the results came back, they're positive for cancer. Stage 1. So I sat down with the surgeon, talked about what my options were. Since it was stage 1, the first option was chemotherapy. Take out the lump that was there. Either option would work. So I sat down with my husband and discussed it. And my mom, when she was pregnant, I didn't breastfeed when my daughter was born. So my boobs shrank, and they were different sizes after my daughter was born. It was not pretty. I don't want to obsess about this for my whole life. Worry if it's going to come back, if they didn't take out enough. so I just want to get rid of it all. So I decided to go through vasectomy. Both in 2011, when I started teaching here, it was spring break. It was scheduled for the week of spring break. 1 week after, I met with my students on the telephone for meetings. 6 weeks recovery, then I would come back to teach. I was supposed to take it easy. It would take about 6 weeks to recover. That's it.